Hello, everyone. I'm Karen, and I am back. Oh my gosh, I have such a huge headache. Ah. So, this is the last episode of this series called Chapters, basically the chapter one, maybe. I will be doing chapter two. I'm just not sure yet when, because I still have to edit two videos that I recorded in the cruise and another one. I recorded three videos, but one of them is going to my Instagram. So if you're not following me on my Instagram, you totally should, because I will be, uploading that video there. Um, and yeah, I'm at my cruise, guys. It has it been how many? Like only a week. It has been only a week, and well, not even a week, not even a complete week, and I just can get over this cruise vacation, guys. I needed this time to, like, I still need more time. Like, for me, that week wasn't enough. I was sharing a room with my grandma. I want to tell you a little bit of a story. But I was sharing a room with my grandma, and my grandma is one of the most difficult person I have ever seen in my entire life, or at least in my family. She can be a lot difficult. The first day, she got mad at me and my mom, and she's like, basically, she said like, "Oh, you guys left me here with no car for the room, and you guys, like, I didn't came here to this cruise so you can lock me in the room." And my mom and I look at each other like, we only been gone for like 30 to 40 minutes. We were just trying to figure out the table situation. Like, grandma, calm down. Like, she very dramatic. And after, like, my mom left, I was like, well, you need to calm down, because my parents, they need to take a rest. Okay, they've been carrying you around all day. They need some rest. Okay, I get really overprotective about my parents. When my grandma always have something bad to say about them, and it really bothers me, like, so much. It boils my blood every time she says something about them. So I need to, like, she's very difficult. People say, oh, but she's old. No, she knows what she's doing. She loves to manipulate people and make them feel bad. She loves doing that. So she have a conscience. She know what she's doing. So, I mean, I didn't have, like, bad moments at the room, but I really needed my own room. Like, my next vacation, my next cruise vacation, I want to be by myself, because I really loved it. I got to, like, get some time with my journal and write and read, and just, like, if I wanted to, like, go to sleep, I can go to sleep. At home it's so difficult, but I am blessed. I am blessed that I was able to go to this cruise, because I wasn't going. I really wasn't. So I'm really blessed, and I loved it, and I enjoyed it every freaking day. And I'm sorry for saying that, but I did. So, and maybe do a chapter two, and it could be like a story about, like, in the cruise, or maybe just a fictional story. I already did, wrote everything that I want to write in my chapter one series. Since this is a passport, it's very limited what I can write. So I did a short story. It's a fictional story. Somewhat it has a mix of what my life was growing up, but it's actually not the same. Like, this story is, like, very dramatic in a way that it's not exactly. I'm gonna give you, like, a few kind of how you say that, I forgot the word. I forgot the word. Okay, never mind. So in the ideal in the story, the guy, he is kind of like not drunk. He's never drunk, but he drinks. And in my life, I never had a family that drinks too much or even drinks. Like, I grew up with my parents and they don't even drink. My dad now, he would drink here and there, but it's not like he has like this specific kind of like beer that he likes, and he loved it. It's like a kind of an apple kind of taste beer, and that's the only thing he drinks. Like, and that is like maybe once every 2 weeks. Like, he doesn't even drink like 3 bottles. He only drink one, kind of like every 2 to 3 weeks. My parents don't even drink. So, I really the story that I have is really interesting. So I'm not 100% sure if everything's gonna fit into this whole journaling thing that I did, because I put a lot of decoration. So I only have one page to write on each um, kind of like episode. As you guys can see, there was one blank page that I can write in it, and then the other one was like a decoration kind of type of page. So I maybe kind of glue in a separate kind of paper. So if I don't have all the space to write, I will glue in or washi tape in a separate page. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm thinking about doing. But the story, I came up with it yesterday. It was like around, what time was it? I forgot what time. I don't know. It took me about 30 minutes to come up with, and it took me a little bit because I went back and edited a little bit, and then I read it again, and then I edited a little bit, and I still think I need to edit a bit again. I like to write everything on like my phone or my laptop, so I can later on pass it to my journal. Like things like this that I want to be perfect, I will write it first in my laptop. And I don't know why, I feel like I can do draft in my laptop or on my phone very comfortably. And if I have to delete something, I can do it. If I have to change something, I can do it, and then I can just move it to my notebook. And it's a lot better. The words, they can be a lot better. They're not better because I always go back to what I write, and I choose the most horrifying words. My spelling is horribly, everything is so horrible. I'm like, I really hope my books never go out to like, I hope nobody sees this and they don't like read it, because when they do, it's like, who wrote this? Like a 5-year-old? And I'm gonna be so ashamed because my writing is horrible. Like the words that I choose and how I put them together, they are horrible, 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 horrible. And I try my best to get better every day, but I just keep getting worse. It's just so annoying. Oh my gosh. So yeah, whatever. So yeah, guys, everything has been great here. At home when I got here, like, oh my gosh, and I got here on Sunday, and then on Monday I didn't have to work, and then on Tuesday I went to work. So it was like a whole, it's like I still was getting used to like going back home, going to work, seeing the same old people, blah, blah, blah. And oh my gosh. I'm gonna be honest, on Sunday when I got home, my uncle picked my brother and I in the cruise port, and we went to McDonald's. They wanted to eat something, and we were already full because we had a big breakfast in the cruise before like going down. And but I did say, well, I can buy this and eat it later for lunch. And he's like, well, yeah, you should do it. And I was gonna pay for it, but he paid for it. It's really weird because my uncle, we were never like discussed that. My uncle from my dad's side, like he's my dad's brother, and we were never that close, like never. He has changed through years, guys, because I'm gonna be honest, the only family we had that took care of us and looked for, like, they took literally care of us was my grandma from my dad's side and my grandpa and my parents. Like, those are the only people, like those 4 people that look for our own good. And they actually give us like Christmas stuff and all that. But we didn't have any family. We had so many family, but they weren't like family. So it was weird for me, So later on, when we got home, I got dressed, and then my mom picked me up so we can go to my grandma's house for my dad's side because my mom wanted to go there with my dad and give her some of the cheese that she bought in one of the um, little Iceland. And later on, after that, I was so tired. I wanted to get home. And guys, I literally turned on my computer and then I turned it off like quickly. I needed to rest. I needed to take everything in. I was still missing the cruise. The first few days, I felt like the whole, like as if I was moving, you know, like when the cruise is a little bit moving. It's not like an annoying kind of way, but it was like I felt like I was still in the ship. And yeah, I don't know. I think one of the best way for me to travel when I was a kid was like cruises, and I always loved it. It was so much fun. And yeah, I think I want to make a retreat for myself like next time, and it will be just a journaling, reading, relaxing kind of trip, and nothing so doing other things. Like, no, I don't want to take it slow. So yeah, guys, I've been talking a lot. I'm really sorry. Here in what you're seeing right now, I wanted to do some colorful thing, kind of, you know, with some ink, like fountain pen ink, because this one has glitter in it. I will show you a clip later so you can see the glitter. It's super beautiful. It didn't turn out like I wanted to. I actually wanted to see it like at the end. It's like a whole mess, but beautifully. So I think actually it doesn't look bad. It does looks like a whole mess, but when you see all the glitter, it's like so pretty. When I show you at the end, you're gonna see it. So it does kind of match with the story that I'm given. It's actually really sad and horrible and ugly, but then it turns out to be like really pretty and really beautiful with just such a great ending. And yeah, I added another color on top. The other color on top, that one is not, doesn't have any glitter, but it turned out to, like, you know, serve the other one on the bottom, and the glitter, you know, kind of showed through the ink that I put on top. So it doesn't look bad. When you see now, it looks really nice. So this is kind of like a whole mess. I just wanted to implement some kind of color and not some boring like washi tapes and paper again. So it turns out to be very interesting. I added some stars and dot with a metallic pen that I got in the mail the other day when I ordered a bunch of other inks for my fountain pen. And I added, and it looks really, like, I don't know about you guys, but I like it. I really do. And in camera, you may think like this is a crazy mess, this is like ugly, but it's really beautiful in person. And I can't wait to write everything down in the notebook and show you guys how it looks. And I cannot wait to give you the whole story of it, because I will read it to you in another video. So I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope you enjoyed my updates, and I will see you on the next one. God bless you. Have a wonderful day, guys. Take care. Bye.